Okay, I think this is going to work. But let's see. Just going to plug this in here. Look at my screen. Turn on the see how my video is here. Bear with me, folks. I don't know why this is so wide. I don't want that to be so wide. Let me just adjust this. Let's try that. So that looks. And that's too much the other way, right? Like, it's got to go just in between that a little bit. So it's got to go. I think there. I really got to get a proper camera set up down here so I could just plug it in and it's good to go. That is still a little too much. Don't like it. How are we looking here? That looks about right. Just got to get the camera sorted here. All right, well, it's not amazing, but it's okay. Can you guys hear me out there? Can you guys hear me out there? Okay, well, I got sound, so that's good. That looks pretty decent, I'd say. So just typing it in here, I'm going to do a race to 9 versus the 8-ball ghost. Okay, so plug in my phone here so it doesn't die. Race to 9 versus the 8-ball ghost. So break, no matter what happens, ball in hand off the break. And I have a special rule where if I scratch off the break, now the best I can do is a push or a tie. So if I scratch on the break, I then take ball in hand, I try to run out. If I run out, that kind of ixnays the scratch. If I don't run out, then I lose the game. That saves me from racking an extra game every time I scratch. So that's the only different rule I have. So last week, I did a race to 9 and I lost 9-6. It was 6-6 and then I lost the last 3 games. So hopefully I can build up a lead on the Ghost this time and we can beat the Ghost, race to 9. Wish me luck. Again, I'll be talking a little bit about strategies to run out while I run out, or when I try to run out. And I'll keep score on my little marker there. And that's about it. Thanks for tuning in. Here we go, rack number 1. Pretty good spread right off the bat. I like the stripes, but let me look into this rack a little bit more here. I do like the stripes because this 4-ball, let me see if the 4-ball goes. 4-ball will sneak by, so solids aren't too bad either. Thing about the stripes are good, but I need to get this 14 out of the way of the 11. And this 12-ball is a little bit of an issue if I don't get the 10 out of the way first. But other than that, the stripes are good as well here. So yeah, now I'm going to try to figure out how I'm going to do this. Stripes or solids? What do you guys think? What would you take, stripes or solids here? Anybody out there? I'm gonna go with the stripes. Reason being is I think I can get around to this 12-ball somehow using the 9 and the 10. And my first shot, I'm gonna take the 14, stun into the 8-ball, have one of these 2 shots into the corner pocket. That's the goal. Then I can get to that 11 later. Now the 8-ball is nicely centralized. So now it's just a matter of dealing with this 12-ball. Looking to see where I need to be on this 11. And I think I'll try to think of a pattern here. This 10-ball needs to go before the 12. So actually, if I'm right here on the 10, I can play for the 12 right away. I don't know if I can get there. It's kind of a risky place to try to get. Or I could just roll the 9, play the 10, and play the 12 into the middle, right? So then I only need to be worried about getting straight on the 9. So let's try that. Let's get rid of the 15 and 13. Now we'll get on this 11 so that we can get nice and straight on the 9-ball. And that's like the simplest plan, I think. Notice I did a little stun run through there to try to get on this 9. Another thing I can do is I can stop right here play the 9 and come under for the 10, and then across for the 12. But I don't know about that. Not sure if I like that. I'm nice and straight here. Another thing I can do is stop and get the 10 ball, get the cue ball underneath for the 8 ball there. So that's not a bad idea either. A little more angle than I wanted. Should be all right though. Slow down. I was hoping to get onto that 6, but didn't get there. So now we have a challenging shot to get onto this 8 ball. Frozen to the cushion here almost. Got lucky to not scratch. Gonna have to play this with some top and try to bounce under here for the 8 into the side. Or I can't really get under it to jack it up, so I think that's my best option. Oh, not quite. Our trouble is really costing us now because we're hooked on this 8 ball. And it was looking good to get the first game versus the Ghost, but now we're going to have to come up with a shot. So, Okay, we'll try the 8 ball on the side here. Oh, that was close. Okay, 1-0 for the Ghost. Unfortunately, we made a nice comeback shot, but wasn't good enough. So, 1-0 for the Ghost. Nothing for the Ghost. Okay, rack 2. So remember the rule. I scratched on the 8 now, or I scratched off the break. So now my rule is I can't gain a point here on the Ghost. The best I can do is break even. I have to run out this rack to break even with the Ghost. So I really like the high ball here, just because the 1 ball is kind of tied up. And I could start with the 4-7, but yeah, I like the high ball, but the 8 ball is tied up. So I'm thinking about the low balls now. And the low ball, I got this 1 ball that's tied up. And I could start with this. The 1 ball does go in here, but I don't see an easy way to get position over there. So right now I'm going to look at this 8 ball, see if there's a way I can develop that 8 ball and still get position. I'm starting with the ball in hand, so if I can break out that 8 ball first, then I have a good chance to run out. So my first instinct was to try to come into the 8 ball here, and then I'd have the 15 ball, right? But it's kind of scary because if I hit more of the 5 and I hook myself on the 15, I might not have any shot. So that's a thing to think about. And if I take low ball, I have this difficult 1 ball, but I could technically start with the 1 ball and come down for the 7 ball, and that should get all of my problems solved for solids. So let's try that. Okay, so that was for the push. I didn't gain a point there, I just got the run out. But the bonus is I also didn't lose a point. So it's still 1-0 for the Ghost. Thanks, buddy. Okay. That was a push. Okay, immediately I like high ball here. I like high ball just simply because of this and because of the 6 ball. So my 13 will go, my 15 goes. So the 8 ball is a little bit challenging, but it does go in the corner past the 1. Very dangerous to take it into the side. It banks in. So I'll be looking to get rid of the balls down here and then come down, play a nice position on the 8 up into that corner at the end. Hopefully I didn't just tie up my 15 ball, because I did not want to hit that 6. Okay, we're okay. So now we should really consider some type of plan here, because The 12 doesn't pass the 9. The 9 will go. So if I get nice and straight on the 9 ball, that'd be perfect, because I could stop right there, play the 12 in the side, play the 14, and then a nice roll in on the 11 will get me perfect shape for the 8. So trick here is getting nice and straight on the 9 ball, which I believe I can do off the 15. And when I play the 15, I'd like to play it in such a way where I'm trying to get straight on the 9, but I'm also leaving myself the 14. So I'd like to play position for the 9 here, because if I play position for just the 9 and I end up funny and I can't see the 9, this 12, it looks so tight by the 9, I don't think it'll go. So I don't want to risk that. Just roll this in, leave myself an angle on the 15. Yeah, I'm straighter on the 15 than I wanted to be here, but that's all right. Try to get into that position. See how I played for both the 14 and the 9? And I hit it just right, so I got perfect on the 9. But this 14 was my backup plan there. Now everything's coming out as planned here. We just got to walk over and look. Take a look. See where I want to be on this 11. Okay. It's not too bad. A little more angle than I wanted, I think. It's going to be a touchy shot now. Play the weight correctly. Not bad. 8 ball in the corner. There we go. That was executed how we wanted. So it's always nice when a plan comes together. We actually got one back on the ghost. That was a good rack. Had some, got out of position a little bit there. Made a couple mistakes, but finished out strong. One. One to one. Nice break. Ooh, looks like a bit of a challenge here. Oh, I don't know here. The 5 and 3 come up this way. The 8 ball's tied up. If you play solids, you gotta break out the 8, right? If you play stripes, you don't really need to break out the 8, but you need to take the balls in a certain pattern. For instance, once the 9 ball goes, the 11's in the way of the 14, so, and the 12, it's pretty tight by that 5 into that corner. It will go here, and we could start with a ball in hand on the 12. If we take stripes. If we take solids, we need to break out the 8. But I think after that, they're a lot easier. So I think the play, if you're taking solids, is to play the 5, leave yourself an angle to break out the 8, right? If I play stripes, I don't know. I think solids is the play, but also with solids, so I have to get this one. I have to be on the right side of this one ball, or what? Does it go in both corners? Oh no, it'll go there too. So interesting. This 5 ball will go here as well. It's a bit of an easier shot. Another thing I could do is play this 5 and nudge the 14 out of the way so that the 8 goes. And then I can play this 3 ball into the middle. And I like that because I have a lot of control with my ball in hand, right? And I like playing topspin on my ball in hands. I think I've said that in more than enough videos. I feel the most confident playing follow on a ball in hand. So let's try that. Now we got this tough shot in the middle here, but the 8 ball is open. We're looking good now, I think. Now let's plan our final attack here. The 2 ball is a great last ball because you could just roll it in and you got shape on the 8. But it's also a good ball to take like right now. And I could save the 4 for last. I really want to get this 1 ball. Let's see. Half a pocket over there. Straight in on the 6 right now. Okay, well, I was trying to get nice and straight on the 4 ball there because I wanted to shoot the 4, stop, shoot the 2, stop, shoot the 7, stop, and take the 8 ball. I could change up my plan here and roll in the 2 and then take the 4, then the 7, or I could take the 4 as planned right now. I mean, all I'd have to do is come off the cushion and out for the 2 ball. So I don't really have to do anything with the cue ball, just make the 4. This comes down to the confidence, how you're feeling in a game. If you're still feeling confident, you can try for it. If you're not, you have an easier choice, right? And the thing about the 2 ball, taking the 2 ball, is it's a much easier shot. It's almost impossible to miss the 2. And then you still have 2 options to take the 4 or the 7. So I think I will take that just because percentage-wise, it's very easy. Now I'm nice. I could take the 7 or the 4, right? I got a decent angle on the 7 to come out for the 4. Or I want to be nice and straight on the 7 for the 8. So I need to draw back just slightly to do that. I've got a little bit of a cut here, but I can use spin to spin it in. It's pretty good. Let's draw this one back a tiny bit. Slop this one in, because I'm just off angle here. Nice and straight on this 8 ball. There we go. Sometimes 8 ball looks so easy, but it's really not, dude. It always comes down to a point in the rack where you have to get pinpoint position. I still feel it's easier than the rotation games, but not for everybody. Everybody's a little different. 2-1. Hey, Screamy, what's up? I like, it depends what you like. For the money, the J Flowers cases are great. You'll see here after media in the chat there. He has a review of one of the soft cases on his channel. You should go over there and check it out. But I have this J Flowers case, and so far for me, out of all the J Flowers cases, I like this one the best. But I have seen the hard cases as well, and those look really good. But this one is waterproof. It's got a really comfortable handle. It's got enough storage in here for your phone and whatnot. And it's even like you can jam stuff in there. And then there's a huge pocket here that opens up. And I like this one particularly because it zips up. The other black sport case, it's just got a magnet on it and a flap. And I'm not as big of a fan of that design. This holds 3 butts and 4 shafts. And for me, I highly recommend this case right here. You can get it at jflowers.com. They're 3x5 and 2x4, or 4x8 and 3x5 hard cases are also awesome, but I haven't seen one. But there are some reviews of it out there, and it looks really good. But yeah, for me, I like the soft one. Hope that helps. Thanks for the support, man. All right. Just because of the 1 ball, I like high ball here. Simply because just the 1. The rest of the table's wide open. So immediately you're going to think of a plan here. And I'm going to, because this table is so open, I'm going to do the backwards thinking that I like to do when I plan an open 8 ball rack. I like to start from the 8 ball and go backwards. So what would my last ball be before the 8? I'll go through it quickly. My last ball would be the 12. So I'd want to be straight in on the 12. Well, what's going to get me straight in on the 12? Either the 10 or the 13, right? What gets me to the 10? I mean, the 11's kind of in the way. The 13 gets me to the 10, gets me to the 12. So what gets me to the 13? Maybe the 15. What gets me to the 15? Maybe the 11. So I don't know, there's a lot of different ways to do this. But I think this is my hardest ball right here. So I want to get rid of that first. So that's coming into the equation. So I'm going to start with that. I'm going to maybe come out here with the 14 and maybe play this 11. Or I could start with the 11 and come down for this 9. Then take the 14 and then go 15, 13, 10, 12, 8. There are a lot of different options. This 11 is not a bad last ball either. So it's also important not to overthink, right? My first instinct was get this 9 ball. So maybe we should just get this 9 ball. Okay, now what? Right? We've got a lot of options here, and I'm going to come down this line and try to get on this 11 ball. And come back for the 15 after. And that's looking really good. Now I can see my pattern already. I just roll this in naturally, come on the 10, play the 15, play these 2 balls in the 8. That's how I see it. It's a key shot though, because you can hook yourself. Worked out. Hopefully you saw how my kind of backwards pattern works for open tables. That one was a little bit tricky because there were a couple of areas where, you know, if you take the wrong ball, like I said, you can find yourself in a lot of trouble really fast. And that's a perfect example of how an 8-ball rack can look so easy, but still be, you know, a little touchy. Okay, let's try to keep it going. The key is here, we're getting some nice open spreads. Okay, so again, I see a nice open spread here, and I'm liking the high ball. Most difficult high ball is probably the 10. And I don't know, maybe I like the low ball better here just because of how they're situated. Let's see here. Because the trick is this 12, you got to be on the right side of it, right? And it's all about how do you get down here. Well, I already see a pattern, and I'll let you know what it is I see this 15 ball and kind of drawing out here, and then I got this ball and this ball last before the 8 ball. So how do I get on that ball? This ball right here. So my biggest issue is getting rid of these two and ending up something like this, you know, for the 10 and the 15, then run the rest. So for me, I think I move the cue ball one time really, and that is draw the cue ball through here to this window here, because it gives me a lot of different options. I could, and if I end up too short, I have the 9. I could play the 15. I could change my pattern so easily from this 13 ball. So I want to give myself the good angle that I need to play that shot. And then I have a plan from there. So that's the angle I need. Now I'd really like to get on this cushion over here. I didn't get on that cushion the way I wanted. If I miss the 3 ball, I think I have a good angle. Now that could have got really disastrous and tied up the 10. I misplayed my shot, so fair enough, you know, that's what can happen. But like I said, I still have this backup plan here, right? And so now I'm going to try to get on the 9, then I must get on the 10 ball, then I must get on the 15, and I must get on the 11. So this is what I mean with 8 ball, how it gets really urgent really quickly. As soon as you got one shot out of line, it's pretty dangerous. Okay, I don't mind this angle, it's pretty nice. Just gonna look at this 15 here. Not bad. A little on the cushion here. I didn't want to be jack up on this shot where I would come into the 2. If I come into the 2, do I have a shot on the... No, I don't have a shot on the 11 if I come into the 2 ball. So I think the correct shot is to try to come back towards the 7. Play that window. It's a little tricky, but it's kind of the key shot. Unless I can soft draw this and try to stun it into this area here. It's a touchy shot. Let me see how I feel about this. I think I just play top right. Look at that window. Not bad. A little awkward here now. But thankfully the 8 does go in the middle, so I can just use the rest, and it'll also go into the corner. So I gotta use the rest, and now I'm bridging over this ball. All I can do here is just focus on making this shot. Oh, man. I should have slow rolled that. That was my mistake. It's always a little bit tough when you're bridging over a ball like that, because when you get that downward action, you're putting a little bit of masse on the cue ball. So almost, but fatal mistake there. I got a little too overconfident trying to stun that ball in to give myself separation. My concern was with this other ball that if I rolled it with top, I would somehow get in behind that ball and hook myself in the 8. So that was my concern there that I didn't really mention. So that's why last minute I decided to give it a little pop. But yeah, bad shot, went for the ghost. Three to 2. Still hanging on to my lead here. Still hanging on to my lead, but got to forget that rack and move on to the next. So what I like about this. And I'd like to thank everybody that's watching because it really does help me work on my pressure game. I do feel a bit of pressure playing, you know, when I have a live stream happening. So thank you for that. Right here, I like stripes, but they're both wide open. But I like the stripes here. So. A little bit farther than I wanted, but got a quick one back. It's a nice break, pretty wide open table. Didn't have any breakouts, any issues. So. Forgive me if I don't talk through every rack. It is a little more challenging to do that, to talk through the racks. Yeah, that spread was a Corey dual spread, wasn't it? Four. Okay, so this one's a little more challenging. As you see, we have some wide open stripes. We have a tied up 10 ball. We have some tied up solids. The rest of the solids are open. So with ball in hand, obviously you're going to take your toughest ball out. I could take the 10 ball. It's a little more challenging to take the solids because I can shoot the 4, but I need to break out the 3, and not only do I need to break it out, I need to get position on it. So for me, I like the 10 ball here. And my only other problem is getting on this 15 nicely. These are all nicely situated around the 8, so I'm just looking to come kind of straight on this one so I can roll it in, and nothing fancy, just try to keep it simple. That was a little soft. I was actually surprised it got there. Kind of underhit that one a bit. Now I caused myself some issues too because I'm bridging over this Do I feel comfortable doing that? The answer is no. So I'm going to try to come up here and over here for the 15 or the 12. That's one option. Another option, I could play the 11. How does this look? I don't like that it's flirting with the side. I don't like that about that shot. So I'm going to choose a different shot here. I did play for this ball, so I kind of want to play it, but I don't feel confident on it, especially because I'm bridging over 2 balls. So for me, that's not the best shot. You see, the trouble here now is like I'm running out of balls to get on these 2. So I really need to get on them right away here. It's easy to mess this up. Again, not ideal. I think I can cut this 15 back. So I need to do this now. Just had to do that. Get out of this rack somehow. I know it's not pretty, but this is what it is. We have to come with some shots, and this is what I mean about how 8-ball can be difficult at times. Even this is kind of funny where I am. It does go on the side, so lost the cue ball a little bit there. Man, it's getting tough now. Now this is tough. I have to make a perfect shot into the side. I was scared of overdrawing it into the side here, so I took a little bit off of that last second. All right, comes the shot. Just got to focus on making this shot. Give myself a chance on the 8-ball. Wasn't pretty, but got a shot on the 8, so one more big shot here. And we made this easy run out look extremely difficult. All right. Woo! Man, I made that tough on myself. Holy cow. Sorry for anyone who watched that. That was terrible. That's a perfect example of how not to run an open rack of 8-ball. Or it's a perfect lesson on how can I make this easy rack of 8-ball extremely difficult for myself. I think I should clip that rack and say, how can I make an easy rack hard on myself? And then post that video. That'd be a good one. But you know what? I've been known to pop myself out of positions. So that was a wild scramble. They call me the scrambler for a reason. All right. Made that tough on ourselves. Let's try to make this next one easy. Ooh. Now we're talking. Now we got a challenge. This is a mess. Man. So, right away, I like the low ball because I feel like I can break out this 10 with the 1. The 6-ball is blocking the stripe, so I have that security. If I was playing a game of pool, I would like to keep this, blocking this pocket. And another thing is the 7 and 5 are tied up, but I instantly saw a good shot I can play. 2-ball off the 7, 7-ball hits the 12, 13, breaks that out, and I got to hit it hard enough and hope that the 7-ball will get a shot, right? That's the shot here. Got to hit it with speed. There it is. So we got all that out of there. Now we got to use the 1-ball to break out this 3. Now we have a chance, right? The 5-ball still isn't easy. We still got to get on this 5. Be really nice if we could drop on that 5 right now. Then this would be a pretty nice rack. It's not too shabby. Oh my goodness, I overcut it. That was the key ball, man. Oh, that was it for the run out. Just needed to get on that. Because then we could figure out something. We could figure out something on this 8-ball. Just like that, I got the 8-ball. Oh my goodness. Okay. 1 for the ghost. Man, that was almost an epic run out. Jeez. Just overcut it slightly, but I had to load it up with a lot of spin so that I could hit the rail and bounce out for that 6. Whew, that was a close one. And what an ugly rack. But, okay, 1 back for the ghost. It's too bad, that was almost a beauty. Yeah. Ghost got my charity. That's 8-ball for you, right? See if we can get an easy one back here. Stripes look wide open. Alright, we got a quick one back there. It was a nice break. Gotta keep the ghost on. Gotta keep the ghost on guard. Six. Stay out of there. Another wide open break here. Can be a little tricky here. I don't mind the solids, but the only thing I don't like about the solids is I have to get on the 8 then. And the 8 can be kind of tricky to get on for solids. Once I get rid of this 10 ball, it's easy to get on the 8 for stripes. So, for me, I think stripes is the way to go. Unless I move the 8. And I don't like moving stuff if I can avoid it. So I do need to get this 14 ball out of there so that the 9 ball goes. So I think I want to play the 10 to the 14. Maybe try to come up here, clean these up, and then come back. So let's see here. Play for the 13 or the 12 here. It's like the 13. And to be honest, I see a pattern here. Because the 8 ball goes here, I want this 12 to be my last ball. Good ball to get on the 12 with is the 9. So now I just need to get from the 13 down to these two, and then get on the 9. So I like just rolling this in, coming up, play the 15, come 2 rails through the pipe here, on the 9. And then it's 9, 12, 8. Got a good angle. hit it by a lot. Might still have the 12 here. We do. And then we'll have to go 9-8. So gotta leave ourselves an angle on that 9. Whoa. Almost too much angle. But we're okay here. Another little scramble. We're all right. We're okay. Whew. Just overhit that ball. Man, did I ever lose that one? Just got to hit a little softer. Just like that. That's all I needed to do. I don't know why I hit it so hard. Seven. Well, we're farther than we got last week. Yeah. I did shoot the 9 last, but that wasn't the plan. Leslie Thomas. No. No, I don't believe I have, but I've played a lot of players. Not sure if Leslie is one of those players. All right. Instantly, I like the low ball. Why? Because of this. The 8 ball is a little tough, but it does go. So 3 ball can be a little bit dicey. And this 9 ball is kind of in the way for my shape on this. If this 9 wasn't here, it'd be so much easier. Right? Because if I play this 1, it's really tough for me to hold this for the 8. So maybe I should try to develop that 8 somehow. A little bit. Or develop the 9. That's not a bad idea either. To move that 9 ball out of the way. That makes the rack a lot easier. But it's not easy to move that 9. So I can shoot this 7 and roll into the 8 and try to open it up just a little bit and then play the 4. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Just kind of open up the 8 a little bit more. Then my only problem is I really want to get on the 3 ball quick. I could also play the 6, so let's see here. So that 8 ball is nicely opened up now, and I can get on it from the 1. So now the key is for me to get on this 3 ball. on this 6. I don't like this. So if I draw back on the 6 and get nice and straight on the 5, I think that's my best chance. But the problem I had with carbon fiber was I couldn't control my draw stroke very well. So let's see with the new keel wood if I can feel confident again on drawing it back the right amount. Not too bad, a lot better than with my carbon. I still underdrew this a bit, so I don't like this. It would have been better to overdraw, and I didn't think of that. And now I'm kind of in tough here because of where I'm at. Just a little bit funny on this 5. If I can roll up here, I don't know, man. Told you that 3 balls, even though it's wide open, it can be very tricky. It does go back here. So if I can get, where can I? Do I dare come down and bank the 1 ball to get on the 3? I mean, it's asking a lot, but that's the way the cue ball is headed, towards that bank. So let's say I did, where would I want to be on this bank? I actually don't mind the cross bank, because then I can draw it under the 3 and have a shot on the 3, but so I don't know. Let's try it. Cross bank on the 1. I can maybe come into these. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I still got a tough shot here to get on the 8 ball, but let's see. Yeah, would have been really tough to get on the 8 there. I should have played that with draw. That 3 ball got me. Broke out the 8, but needed to get on that 3, and I didn't think about it enough. I should have played my shot on the 6. I should have played it to stay on this side and then immediately go over to the 3 ball. So that was an oversight. That's what that was. It was an oversight on my part. Another gift for the ghost. Yeah, I know you hate playing for a bank, but I'll play you bank pool any day, buddy. I love bank shots. Okay. 7 of 4. We gave it back. We gave 1 back. I didn't have an option but to play for the bank there, really. I didn't see one anyway. Okay, a little bit of a challenge again. I like stripes. Just got to get rid of the 10 and the 14 and then come down and all these stripes are open. So I don't mind that. I got to see what my... This is a really tough position on my table though, to play that. Solids. I could run out solids just to avoid the awkwardness. I need to get on the 4-ball though. I have a short cue, so I think I'll just do that. Just do what I planned here. Got my short cue. Oh man, that's not what I wanted either. Ah, jeez. Jeez. Look at me playing for a bank again there, Anno. Okay. Ah, I didn't like that. Got out of the line. Another one for the ghost. Another gift for the ghost. Okay, we better turn it on now. Last time I got to 6, and then the ghost shut me out from there. So hopefully my brain isn't getting tired. This is what we go through in matches, and that's why I like playing the ghost, because it simulates match play. It's difficult to stay on, stay focused. Yeah, I could be tippy at banks. Okay, let's get a nice easy run out here. Good break shot. Give me a nice spread. All right. Oh my goodness, how did I miss that shot? Getting greedy, trying to get the 8-ball out. Ah, so bad. No, that was such a bad shot. Shouldn't have worried so much about opening the 8 until later. That was a mistake. Okay. So that's a 3-game skid to the ghost. And that's how I lost last set. So hopefully that's the end of the 3-game run and I can finish this out. Let's see. I was ahead enough that I could endure a 3-game setback. Looks like a good one for solids here. So let's see if we can get it done. I hate playing a combination first. Maybe we could play high ball. I still think low ball is the way to go. I just have to bounce this 5-ball out. It's not too bad. Hurry. Nice. Whew. It's not over. I'm gonna drain this. Yes, on the hill. We beat the 3-game skid. That's tough to do because you put a lot of pressure on yourself after you make a couple errors, right? So that was a good test of mental strength to come back from a 3-game skid versus the ghost and get back on the horse, as they say. So now we're on the hill. Let's close it out. Okay, this is for the win. We got a tied up 8-ball. Stripes look okay. 8-ball will actually go in the side once all the stripes are gone. Or I can nudge it right now. Don't need to hit it hard, just a little bit. Thinking about this rack here. Can I run this out without breaking out the 8-ball? And how do I do that? I think I can. I think I need to leave that 14 for last. That's how I do it. Myself there. I wanted to get a little bit farther. That was a terrible shot. Now all I have is a cut on this 15 ball. That was an awful shot. I'm lucky to have this cut. Ooh, that was fortunate. That was a fortunate shot. Scrambling now, totally scrambling. The 8-ball's tough. I got to get on the right side of these 2 balls. Total scramble now. Slow down. Man. Jeez Louise. Terrible. Okay. It's another bank shot, Anno. Nope. Didn't do it. We weren't able to close out that rock because of some overthinking, I would say, on that rock. I overthought it. And it was a little ambitious to try to run that out without moving the 8-ball. I should have just moved the 8 right off the bat. So down to a 2-game lead again. Or 1-game lead. Down to a 1-game lead again. So I gotta finish this out. Otherwise it's hill. This is my best chance. Yeah, I didn't like that bank shot. Oh, it's a scratch. Now I have to run out just to break even. Oh my goodness, this is no good. I have to run this out to break even versus the ghost. If I don't run this out, I lose the game. But if I run it out, I break even. Okay. I'd like to just make it so that the 8 goes in both corners. That's what I'm thinking about right now. But I don't have to. Did I make the 8 ball worse? Maybe. See if I can move that 9-12 out of the way here. This doesn't look good. Doesn't look good for me here. Gonna have to make a hero jump shot. Or it's hill. Gotta jump this in. A lot of pressure here on this jump. Six ball. Wow, nice jump shot. Was it enough? Still got to come with a big shot. I can cut the 5. I could cut the 4. I can also cut the 3. I think I like the 4 because I'm nice and close to it. So I'll try for that. Damn it. Okay, it's hill now. Hush, 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 hush. Hill, so down to the wire here now. Because we kind of gave back that game, so a little distracted, no big deal. Just gotta stay focused. And comes down to this game now. 8-8. Yeah, it was a great jump shot, but it wasn't enough. So I'm gonna put my name down there because I feel like I'm the favorite. So here it is, last rack. Need this for the win. I like the solids. I really like the solids here. I think we can do this. So the 6 balls are a little bit tricky. Could play it right now. Come back around. And go 6, 4, come up for the 7, 3, 1. Play the 2, 5, and the 8. Kind of like this. It took me a while to get concentrated on that shot. I knew how key it was. It's looking pretty good here now. Yes. The hill victory. Oh, so sweet. Well, there you have it. After a little bit of turmoil, we managed to win the hill match with a nice run out. So I'd just like to thank all of you for motivating me and tuning in to my channel. I know I haven't been doing a lot on here, but thanks for the support, everyone. And I'm going to call it a night here. Let me just Let me just write the score in here. 9-8. Okay. There you have it. Thanks a lot for tuning in, everybody. Until next time. What percentage am I for match play? I mean, I don't know. It depends on the match, you know. But yeah, shoot me a message on Facebook there, Cuba. We can chat anytime, pal. Take care.